motorhome, glamping pod, log cabin. We're not about that here. We do it proper. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Something a little bit different today. In fact, it is Friday morning. I've finished the night shift. I've grabbed my pack and I've come out for a bit of a gander. Now, this pole that you see is actually a landing pole, an old landing pole from when I used to fish. But what I have actually done is I've had a mess around with it. I've drilled some holes and I think it will make a good tarp pole. Various configurations, of course. Now, why am I doing this video? Very simply because when this video goes out on the Sunday night, yes, this is going to be Sunday night's video, I am at that stage where I want to be one video ahead of myself, if that makes sense. So I haven't got to keep rushing to edit the video to get it out on the Sunday, so I can spend my Sunday night chilling and then I can edit the video as and when in the week. So that frees my Sunday afternoon up to speak. What I want to do this morning, it'll be nice as well because it's a clear sky. You might make out the moon in the background. I can see lots of stars. I want to try a few tarp configurations, and there's one that I want to do that I haven't seen anybody actually do, but I've seen do anyway. There's obviously going to be a video out there somewhere, but it's a good configuration, very simple. And if you haven't got a loop in the top of your tarp, you've only got them around the edges, I will be doing a very old style button out of a stone. I'm also going to be getting the kettle on, having a brew. Of course I'm having a brew. I've got myself a pot noodle, a Bombay Bad Boy. Now, I brought the entire pack out. I didn't want to mess around this morning, just checking what I need. I've got no tent, no sleeping bag, nothing like that. But my pack lives in my boot of my car, or for the Americans, my trunk. And when it's put in there, it's always ready to go at the drop of a hat's notice. Basically, pretty much bug out. So I don't have to worry, have I got fuel, have I got this, have I got that. Everything that I need to camp is always in there, fully charged and ready to go. I would also like to add, another reason for doing this video is because when I go camping tomorrow night, which will be Saturday night, I'm going to be camping with my daughter on the Gower. I'm spending a couple of nights in South Wales. I don't know if we're doing 2 nights on the Gower or doing a night on the Gower and then we're going to relocate to woodlands or anything like that. I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to see what my daughter wants to do, but of course I also don't want to be messing around editing, and you know, obviously I'd like to film some of it and have some content for you, but I also want to have some time with my daughter, so there's going to be a lot of stuff that's not on camera, of course, but when we're together we're a pair of clowns. So that's the other reason anyway. People are actually starting to get up now and go to work. It's getting close to 5 AM. So what do we have before our very eyes? A manky park bench. I know what you're thinking, but let's see what magic we can perform on this. Watch this space. We will be right back. And over here, what was the park bench is now a comfortable one-person abode. I shouldn't laugh, but it's stupid, but it works with these were these poles. Now that wasn't quite big enough to go for the eye, which was the plan. You live, you learn. I basically put a bit of threaded bar into the thread where the net would go. But apart from this side, I haven't pegged that one out because apart from getting out the new set of pegs, I've used what I've got. But you get the picture. I mean, yeah. I mean, it could have done with going out a little bit more, but you could literally put your sleep pad or sleep mat, pillow, sleeping bag, and we're sheltered from the rain. And you've got space for your pack behind you. In fact, you've got space to do all sorts. You could cook a meal. Yeah, so and just like that, we're back to a manky old bench. We do have a lovely red sky, for sure. So I'm in my next location. I've got the tarp down. So what I want to do ideally is find 4 trees. And I think this little mess here, I'm going to have to try and make do with this. Probably here. But I'm going to get the 4 corners. And then luckily I managed to find a pebble, stone, whatever you want to call it. So that's going to come in handy. You'll soon see. Let's crack on. So far I've got it tied to that tree, that tree, that tree, and what I've done now is literally come underneath with the stone and tied it into an old school button that's been used for centuries, and then that can literally pull up. So I do need to do the final tie off, and then with this all I need to do is just tie it off to one of the trees, but it isn't long enough, so I will have to add some paracord to it. It worked out better for me to actually just stake that one into the ground rather than use the tree to get that nice runoff. So it's a lovely low profile shelter, but instead of it just being flat, you've got a high point. So you have got a little bit of headroom in. So let's have a little crawl underneath. And what you also have is visibility all round. So in a military situation, this would be awesome, especially if you was on sentry duty. And you can roll out really quick. And now This type of setup actually works better with bungee cords, because you can literally bug out in no time. Just unclip 4 bungees and then one at the top, and then away you go. But yeah, it's not a bad little. Now we're back out again, but another thing you could do is keep it even more simple. You could literally just tie it to that tree, and then peg these into the ground, and then you won't even need the button. It'll be on a slant. Yeah, I don't really need to set that up to show you, it's quite self-explanatory. But if the weather is blowing a gale, with this setup you can also pull it down on the tabs that are not used, just to really anchor it into the ground. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one next Sunday.